I can still remember the first time I saw the term playing small. And it may be the first time some of you saw the term as well. It was when I read Marianne Williamson's quote about our deepest fear. And you may remember the line from that says, "Your playing small doesn't serve the world." And when I read that for the first time, I knew that somehow that was talking about me. And yet I managed to discount it because I wasn't serving the world. And so for a while, I managed to push it to one side and think it wasn't really talking about me, even though it resonated so deeply with me. And over the past few years, I've recognized that I indeed was playing small. And what is playing small? I was having coffee with someone this morning and they said, "What do you mean playing small?" And it may be that other people aren't really aware of what that means as well. When we play small, we literally contract. So there is a physicality to playing small, but there is also the mental and emotional piece that goes with playing small, because it's about not reaching our full potential, not playing to our strengths, discounting who we are and the impact that we can make on the world. So a couple of days ago, I spoke about my next steps. And yesterday I spoke about celebrating the lurkers. And one of the things I do want to distinguish is that just because you're lurking doesn't mean you're playing small. And likewise, when you're playing small, it doesn't necessarily mean you're lurking. So let's just kind of explore this a bit further, this playing small piece, because the opposite of playing small is not playing large or playing big. Probably things that would send many introverts running for the hills, because it seems a bit like fakery. It seems a bit like being somebody you're not, back into the pretending piece that many of us talked about. For me, the opposite of playing small is living an unfolded life. And I absolutely love that term. It's one of the enduring factors of living a fulfilled life, is living an unfolded life when we're doing things that matter to us on a personal level. It's about leading a true life. And it's about making sure that we're ready, that we can be vulnerable because we're resilient enough to deal with that vulnerability. So it's not about some hard front, which is often what playing big or playing large is about. So this is about, for me, when you know what your next steps are, when you decide that actually I know when I need to lurk for self-protection, and what I need to do is start to unfold, again, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's about making sure that we are valuing ourselves, honoring who we are, honoring our contribution to the world, even though it may not be in life-changing or magnificent ways. But not playing small means that actually I value who I am, that I'm able to be myself and live a life that matters, in alignment with my values, in alignment, in my case, with my purpose, which of course now I recognize is about serving the world in some ways. And if that sounds grandiose, I'm not going to apologize for that, because there is something here about me shifting the extroversion bias means that what I have to do is be prepared to be out there, to take the kind of slingshots that come my way with people who think that actually if we take care of introverts, we're somehow mollycoddling them, we're somehow giving them favorable treatment. So if I'm going to serve the world and shift the bias and enable introverts to flourish, then I need to make sure that I'm not playing small. Of course, I'm still going to practice self-care and look after myself and make sure I'm pre-charged and recharged either side of any big intervention or engagement. But I'm not shrinking. I'm not hiding. I'm not making sure that what I'm doing is somehow diminishing myself in order for others to feel safe. Because Marianne Williamson also goes on as part of that passage about our deepest fear. She goes on to say that there's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you. We know there are myths around introverts kind of being loners and having social anxiety and not being capable of things. I'm here to prove that that's not the case, and I know that you can do that as well. Because when we play small, all that happens is that our frustration increases. It's a kind of prison of our own making. And I don't know about you, but the bars in a prison of my own making seem all the more painful. So if you're ready to flourish, if you've had enough of playing small because you know you have more to offer, then keep an eye open for my program that's coming in 2024, which is the Frustrated to Flourishing program, because that focuses a lot on how we can open up and unfold and live an unfolded life that is a fulfilled life. Maybe that's hit a nerve with some people. And with any of these flourishing nuggets, my intention is to just get you thinking about you and your life and what you want to achieve. Because playing small doesn't serve the world, but more importantly, it doesn't serve you. So thank you for joining me. Whether you joined live and are commenting, we'll pick those up. Or if it's replay, then hashtag replay with any comments that you want to share with us, and we'll pick those up. In the meantime, please do find me on all social channels at Flourishing Introverts, because there are plenty of ways to connect and plenty of ways that I can help you to unfold. See you next time.